Margaret was always very particular about her dolls. They sat in perfect rows along the mahogany shelves of her Victorian house lit by flickering oil lamps. But these weren't ordinary dolls. Each one had been a child once then. It started decades ago. Her first attempt, a little girl named Sarah. The preservation failed. Too much moisture, too fast. But Margaret learned. She always learned. Over time, she perfected it. Chemicals, heat, precision, love. 37 children transformed. Skin like porcelain, eyes replaced with marbles, hair set with formaldehyde. They were beautiful. They were hers. As cancer hollowed her out, Margaret would sit and admire them. Her nephew visited once. "They'll go to auction when you're gone," he said. "Might fetch a good price." The thought of strangers touching her children, separating them, filled her with rage. That night, Margaret made her decision. She rose from her chair and took Emma, sweet Emma, frozen in wonder for 30 years. "Mama's dying," she whispered, "but we'll be together forever." One by one, she carried them to the basement. The furnace roared. Flames danced behind iron grates. Glass eyes popped. Porcelain skin bubbled. The air filled with the perfume of burning chemicals and devotion. "Don't cry," she cooed. "Mama's coming too." She stirred the ash and bone with her poker, added her own blood drawn from her own wrist, watched it hiss. Then, with failing hands, she shaped the paste into new dolls, 37 crude figures, infused with essence, alive in a way they hadn't been before. She placed them in a circle, sat in her rocking chair, and waited. 3 days later, she was found, dead, smiling, surrounded by her new children. Her nephew burned the figurines, but the smoke that rose, it didn't leave. It settled into the walls, the very foundation of the house. The house refused to sell. People heard children's laughter from empty rooms. Handprints appeared on windows overnight. The basement always smelled wrong. But it was other children who confirmed the rumors. They wandered in alone, drawn by something they couldn't name. They played with invisible friends, having tea parties with empty air, pushing swings that moved by themselves. The children would laugh and chatter with their unseen companions, and sometimes, if you listened very carefully, you could hear other voices responding. 37 voices. "Come inside, darling. Come play with us forever." And one by one, they did. The house still stands. Authorities sealed it decades ago. But love like Margaret's doesn't stay sealed. In the basement, if you know where to look, you'll find them. Not 37 figures anymore, but hundreds. Each one perfect in its crude imperfection. Each one waiting for someone to love them the way Margaret loved them, forever and ever and ever.